Hello, this is Andrew Trontis for DraftMagic.com, recording my first Scars of Mirrodin draft, 4322. We're looking here at our opening pack. Not much of a rare. In this pack, the cards that stick out to me are the Rust Tick, good removal, but not necessarily a first pick. The Revoke Existence sticks out. No other real good white cards in this pack, and maybe even the Copper Mirror. Really no Infect to look at, to worry about, and I think the Revoke, it's removal, it's white, there's not much else good white in this pack. I think the Revoke is our first pick. Pick 2. Alright, jumping out at me, a lot more removal. We've got a black card, Grasp of Darkness. Turn to Slag is another good one. Really don't want to jump straight into 2 colors, but really we have no good artifacts to work with. Maybe the Snap Sail Glider. I don't think we passed a whole lot of good black in the first pick. I think Grasp is the right pick here. Do I want to stay open and pick the Snap Sail Glider? I think I'm gonna go Grasp and hope it's open, and if it winds up being cut to me, so be it. And we're not looking at much black in this pack either. Acid Web Spider is good, obviously it's in a third color. Gold Mirror, Iron Mirror, Copper Mirror, all sorts of mirror in different colors, and a Golem's Warden. I think I'm just going to go on color mirror here with the gold mirror. Yeah, it can help us splash that Revoke even if we choose not to go white. Alright, a couple good picks for white here. Glinthawk Idol, Glinthawk. Maybe the Mana Mirror is all the only other good card in this pack. Glinthawk is good. I don't see a whole lot of... Obviously, we don't have any combos for it yet. And with white, we're probably going to end up kind of metalcrafty. So I think I'm going to go with the Glinthawk Idol here. Origin Spellbomb, good card. Or the Golem's Warden. But the Origin Spellbomb is going to get us metalcraft if we draft anything that needs it. It's also lets us cycle in white and... gets us a 1/1. So Origin Spellbomb's a good pick. Really not a whole lot here, especially not in color. The Nurok Replica would be good, but really nothing. I think I'm going to go with the Equipment. It's the only thing from here we're probably going to play. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Bladed Pinions. Alright, we're looking at another Mana Mirror. Sky School's good. I don't know if I want to pick up a third color. Or we could always hate the Untamed Might, but that seems poor when there are cards we could play. I think we're just going to go with the Silver Mirror. Yeah, we're going to go with the Silver Mirror here. Not looking at a whole lot. Blister Grub could be a good sideboard card. Blue seems to be open. And this is a pretty good card when you got Metalcraft. It's a 2/2 flyer with a Disperse ability. Or the Fume Spitter to stick with our Grasp. I haven't seen a whole lot of black. Passing the Fume Spitter probably isn't going to get anybody into black to my left for pack 2. But I think I'm going to stay with the Fume Spitter here. Like I said, we're really not in any color here. We have a white and a blue mirror, 2 black cards, only one of which I'm really would like to play, 1.5 white cards I'd really like to play. Not a whole lot for anybody in this pack. Viridian Revel, I think better than a lot of people give it credit for. Drawing cards is always good. Not really in green, don't want to pick up a double green spell, but there's really nothing here we're going to be using. So I could either rare draft the Memoricide or pick up the Viridian Revel. I think I'm just going to grab the Memoricide. Hide it. Once again, blue really seems to be open. Not really excited about any of the other cards. I think I'm going to take the Stoic Rebuttal. I don't want any of my own stuff to be rebutted. Alright, blue's definitely open. I'm taking the Soliton here. If we wind up in blue, could combo well with a Heavy Arbalist. Plus, it's the only artifact out of the pack. Alright, I'm seeing a lot of blue. And while the amount of it I passed, I might not get much in pack 2. I'm not going to use the Ferivore. Strider Harness is an equipment, but we already have one piece of equipment. I think I'm going to go with the Drake. Nothing here for me. I'll just take the artifact. Blank. And we pick up a swamp. So in pack 1, we didn't pick up a whole lot of creatures. One of them's out of color, or not that we even have one, let alone 2 colors. I'd really like to play white for the Revoke and the Spell Bomb, but I'd be willing to give up black for another color. Hopefully I just open like an Argent Sphinx here. Make this blue pick worthwhile. Move into blue, but I doubt I'm going to get a whole lot of it pack 2. So we'll see what I get here. Alright. Well, there's finally some poison. I haven't seen any poison in the first pack, and really wish I had taken that Strider Harness over that Lumen Grid Drake now, opening Kemba. Kemba with plenty of equipment in your deck is, needless to say, it's very good. So I think Kemba is definitely the pick here. Other picks could be, there's some really good Infect guys. The Trigon of Corruption. Another White Spell Bomb. Leaden Mirror, that's a really good pack, and Furnace Celebration. So lots of picks for everybody. Let me see if I think I can wheel anything out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I might wheel like the Galma's Warden, but we'll see. I'm done with the Kemba Rare here, though. And Putrefax, although obviously we're not Infect. Good card. I could go with another On-Color Mirror. Kemba Skyguard might actually be the pick here. Good fast flying white body. Lots of good poison stuff. Plague Stinger, Untamed Might, Putrefax. Nothing blue I haven't seen. Obviously it's only pick 2, but really nothing that makes me want to go blue or black for that matter. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Kemba Skyguard here. Alright, white is definitely open for my left. We're looking at an Arrest. The Snap Cell Glider would be good for our artifacts. Strider Harness would be good with Kemba. Let's look at some cost. So far our curve is looking really good, so we don't really need to worry about... Well, they all cost 3 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The artifact count's a little low, but we really don't have anything that needs Metalcraft yet. As much as I'd like the artifact, as much as I like the equipment, I think I have to take the Arrest here. Just such a good removal. I'm going to go with the Arrest. Alright, not a whole lot here. Still no blue, definitely no black. Black is definitely not coming from my left. And not much for white either. I either take an artifact here in maybe another Soliton. I take a Soul Parry for the board against Infect. Or I think I'll just take Galma's Warden, even though it's not an artifact. With only 7 creatures, 6, because we're probably not in blue. I think we need more bodies, so I'm going to take the Galma's Warden. And now we have our first guy that we're probably playing that needs Metalcraft. So, definitely have to get the artifact count up. Alright, we have another Origin Spellbomb. Oh, what am I talking about? Here we have a Glimmerpoint Stag. Combos well with our Kemba Skyguard. That's really it for right now. But Glimmerpoint Stag is definitely a really good white card, and as much as we need artifacts, it's probably the pick here. Auriok Sunchaser could be good if we had a whole lot of artifacts. Definitely not yet. Darksteel Juggernaut. So many times I wish I could just hold him back to block, but he has to attack each turn. I think Glimmerpoint Stag is definitely the pick here. Alright, we're seeing some poison. 2 poison guys. The blue card that works really well in poison, but not really a whole lot in white. Or black. I guess the Corrupted Harvester. If we want to be black, the Silcaw might be good against Plague Stingers in poison. Really, neither one wants to push me into a color. I think what I might actually do is take the Ichor Mirror, boost our artifact count, good blocker against poison. Something I don't really want to play, but I might. And the Darksteel Mirror, I don't really have anything. I just don't really like this card. It just winds up sitting there. I'm gonna take the Ichor Mirror. Plus, that means a poison player can't have it. I haven't seen a lot of poison around, but maybe the guy to my right can't have it now. Alright, so there's our Heavy Arbalist to go with our Soliton that we're probably not playing. Another Lumen Grid Drake. We could go... we have a good amount of flyers here. Lumen Grid Drake, Kemba Skyguard. I take that back. We have 2. Salvage Scout. We don't really have any great artifacts yet that we want to go get. Golden Urn could work on our artifact count. I think it's better to take an artifact out of this pack than the Lumen Grid Drake we may or may not play. So I think I'm going to take the Heavy Arbalist, because that works with any of our creatures, not just the Soliton, whether or not we play it. Alright. Not a whole lot in the way of artifacts here. The Volshock Replica would be nice, but it's not really worth it if you're not in red. We could pick up the Sunspear Shikari. It would help us pick up more equipment in the third pack if we can, because then we'd have Kemba and Sunspear, or the off-color Spellbomb. It's really all we're looking at here. I think Shikari's the right pick. We just really hope we can get at least one, if not 2 more equipment in the last pack. Not a whole lot on color. Plated Sea Strider doesn't want to push me into blue. The Golden Urn might be good. Artifact, let's count our artifacts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, and I'm probably going to be playing probably all of them at this point, it looks like. So maybe the Golden Urn or the Gama's Warden. I think I just need bodies with only 11 creatures, so I'm going to go with the Gama's Warden. Once again, nothing, just an artifact. Darksteel Mirror or Golden Urn. Golden Urn, I think a little better than a lot of people give it credit for. Is it better than another body? The curve looks pretty good. I think another 1-drop might be the way to go, so I'm going to take the Golden Urn. Nothing in color. Don't want another Vector Asp. I think I already hid one. We have a couple flyers. I think I'm just going to take the Wing Puncture away from somebody. Once again, not looking at much. Soul Parry, sideboard against Infect. Alright, I'll take an Auriok replica. Artifact body in color ability. Certainly not a bad 13th, 14th pick, whatever it is. Probably will actually get played. Alright, so going into pack 3, I'm looking for some equipment. How's my artifact count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10. So we're definitely looking for at least 3 or 4 more artifacts, hopefully 1 or 2 equipment. And I'm still open to a second color, even in pack 3, blue or black. I had a lot of blue passed to me in the first pack, so maybe I'll get some good blue here. Or I could open a Planeswalker, Elspeth. Glimmerpoint Stag. What are our possible picks here? We have the Planeswalker. I do like me some mythics, especially in color. Glimmerpoint Stag. The Chrome Steed would be good for our artifacts. That's all we're really looking at as far as color goes. Oxida Scrap Melter is a good card. I'm really thinking the Planeswalker is the way to go here. We never wind up picking up a whole lot that works well with Glimmerpoint Stag. The only other real pick for us is Chrome Steed, I think, but I'm just going to take the Mythic. All I want to do is pick up artifacts, and all I keep getting past are great in-color creatures. So there's the Razor Hippogriff. Great card. We're not really digging for much, though. I mean, the biggest artifact we have so far is the Soliton. Otherwise, it's just getting maybe an Auriok replica. We have the Arrest. And there's another Chrome Steed, just begging for me to take it. But I don't know if I can pass up a 3/3 flyer that can get me an artifact back. Do I really have that much that even requires... Well, the 2 Galma's Wardens really want Metalcraft. Otherwise, I don't even think a lot of my other cards need it. I think I'm going to go with the Razor Hippogriff. Maybe I won't even need to play those Galma's Wardens. Although I hate to pass the Arrest. I think the Hippogriff is the way to go. Especially if I'm going to cut the Galma's Wardens, I'm going to need creatures. Okay, here I'm looking at not a whole lot in white for 1 pack. We have the Auriok replica, which is an artifact. Uses a white ability. But I still want to pick up some equipment for my Kemba and my Sunspear Shikari. There's an Infiltration Lens here, and while that's not the best outside of a poison deck, might be the pick. Otherwise, it's maybe a Wall of Tanglecord, although I guess we're kind of aggressive, so Wall's probably not the best pick. Mirror Galvanizer, I only have 2 Mirror. Alright, I think I'm going to go with the Infiltration Lens for the Shikari and Kemba. But I'd really like that Auriok replica. No, I'll go with the Infiltration Lens. It's a good thing I'm in white. Is another Revoke Existence, or I could pick up the Sun Chaser, or an On-Color Mirror, or a Life Staff. This is a rough pick. Really, it's down to the Revoke, because you can never have enough removal, or the Life Staff. I'd rather play the Life Staff, I think, than the Infiltration Lens, and I don't know if I really want 3 equipment for just the 2 guys. It's really between Revoke and Life Staff. I mean, it really looks like I'm going to be a mono-white deck at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think I really need the artifact. I don't like this pick at all. I think Revoke's going to be the pick. You just can't, if in doubt, go with removal, right? I'll take the Revoke. Alright. Nothing white. Nothing pushing me toward a color. We're going to wind up a mono, definitely a mono white deck. Certainly don't want to play 2 Bladed Pinions, but would I rather play 2 Bladed Pinions over 2 Golden Urns? Let's go back to looking at our curve. If I take out the non-white cards, Another 2-drop isn't that bad. I really don't want to play 2-bladed pinions because it's only going to work with Kemba and the Shikari. I think I'm going to go with the pinions though. 3 equipment is I think is a good number. Oh wow, I can have a 3rd bladed pinions. Or I can have another Razor Hippogriff. I really wish I'd picked up, a bomb artifact to work with these Hippogriff, but there's really nothing else for me here. So I'm going to go with the Razor Hippogriff. Nothing in the way of artifacts. Really nothing white. I guess just this Auriok Sunchaser wouldn't be the worst. I only have 12 artifacts. Soliton could be the right pick here. Sort of a beater. But I don't know if I want another 5-drop either. I don't think I have enough artifacts that I can reliably count on Metalcraft, so I don't think I'm going to avoid the Sunchaser and go with another Soliton. I might even throw in an island or 2 into this mono white deck for Soliton and Heavy Arbalest if I can get that combo off. Although there's a Riddlesmith, I could have just enough blue to play it. Also a Kemba Skyguard and a Soliton. I don't know if I want 3 Soliton. The Auriok Replica would be good. Do I just go with another Kemba Skyguard? Kemba Skyguard is so good. Combos with our Glimmer Point Stag. So, actually, so do our 2 Razor Hippogriffs now. I think I'm going to go with the Skyguard. It's not worth playing with that blue idea, and I don't want a 3rd Soliton. Really nothing. I think I'll take the Invisimancer. Away from somebody else. Soul Parry. Again, against an Infect deck. The Flight Spell Bomb. Do I want to throw in those blue? I don't know. I think I already have 1 Soul Parry, so maybe I'll just take another. And that seems poor. I think I'm going to go with the Flight Spell Bomb just in case I throw in a couple islands. Seize the Initiative. Decent combat trick. Maybe against Infect. Alright, so we will get a Sunchaser after all. And maybe now we have enough artifacts to use it. Sure, I'll take another Golden Urn. Yeah. Sure. Maybe I'll Thresh something. I've never actually read the flavor text on this one. It's kind of funny. Keep all appendages away from all sides of machine. Alright, so it looks like we wound up with 28 things I might consider playable. Maybe not the other Golden Urn. I actually forgot that Heavy Arbalest was an equipment too. So maybe I probably don't need to play one of those Bladed Pinions. Maybe, or the Infiltration Lens. Should be interesting construction, we'll see. Alright, so we've moved into deck construction. Let's start with the white cards we know are making it into the deck. Shikari, probably the Sunchaser. Soul Parry, sideboard, Revoke. Revoke are in Arrest, Kemba Rare, 2 Skyguards. I'm pretty sure the Galma's Wardens are going to make it into the deck. But let's put them aside. Glimmer Point Stag, Elspeth, and both Razor Hippogriffs. That's a lot of white. But it's all really good white. So, artifacts. I'm definitely going to take at least 1 Golden Urn. Not sure how many equipments I'm going to wind up needing. Origin Spellbomb, not the Vector Asp. Let's make a pile of equipment. How's that sound? Glinthawk Idol, Gold Mirror. Probably not this Ichor Claw Mirror. Depends on my artifact count. Silver Mirror, Auriok Replica, Heavy Arbalist. Oh, that's an equipment. Probably both Solitons. So it's not very many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, and I'm already up to 19 cards. I'm going to need at least 2 equipment. Definitely a Heavy Arbalist. I'm more likely to make use out of the Bladed Pinions than I am the Infiltration Lens. But I'm only looking at 12 creatures here. That's an awkward curve. A big hole here at 4 drops and lots of 3 drops. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go with 10. 11, and I'm going to put some islands in. Really like another one of these equipments in here, but I want to stay away from heavy metalcraft cards like the Auriok Sun Chaser. The Goblins Warden is still pretty decent without it as a 2/4, but my white is just real strong, and I think I want to run probably 17 lands. No, I might be able to get it with 16 because of these 2 mirror. My curve really has a nice bell to it right around here. 2, 3, 4, and then a couple 5 drops. I think a Warden for the... like I said, it's good in a 4-drop. And then I think it's... another Gamma's Warden. Let me move these back over. Another Gamma's Warden, Ichor Claw Mirror for artifact count, or the Infiltration Lens for an equipment. Only 13 creatures. Let's take a look at spells versus creatures. Glinthawk Idol is a creature. I'm going to count the Origin Spellbomb as a creature. Alright. So really, if you count these two, we're up to 15 creatures, which is alright. Looking at this, I don't think I want any more than these 2 equipment. So the Infiltration Lens is out. It's really down to Ichor Claw Mirror or Gamma's Warden. But the only Metalcraft requiring card I really have is this Gamma's Warden. So I don't think it's worth forcing that artifact. It's 11 artifacts. Which is too few to really count on it. Alright, I think we're going to go with the Gamma's Warden over the Ichor Claw Mirror. Or do I really want to run 17 land? Good number of 5 drops, but nothing that's really land intensive. No Trigons or anything like that. I guess the equipments, this one takes 4 to equip. The Bladed Pinions cost 2 to equip. Looking back to Pack 1, I really wish I had taken that Strider Harness over the Lumingur Drake I didn't wind up playing. But, hindsight, it's 2020. Yeah, I think I'm going to take out a Gamma's Warden and just run 17 land. Alright, suggest. Obviously, you're going to suggest all planes, but I do want to throw in a couple islands for the Flight Spellbomb and the Solitons if I can ever get a Heavy Arbalist on them. So let's say done. Happy with 15 creatures, that's alright. Only thing I really don't like is the artifact count. 11 artifacts. But really don't need it, only for the Gamma's Warden. Alright, let's submit and take it to round one.